Humans say they hate drama, and yet we constantly seek it out. We follow celebrity scandals, watch toxic relationships unfold, obsess over conflicts online, and sometimes even create drama ourselves. Entire industries are built around it: reality, gossip, social media feuds, shocking news, and social media outrage. But why? Why is the human brain so attracted to drama, chaos, and emotional tension? And more strangely, could our addiction to drama be deeply connected to survival itself? Drama exists in every human society. Ancient tribes had gossip, kingdoms had political intrigue, and today, billions of people watch drama unfold through screens. Technology changed, humans did not. Even people who claim to avoid drama often become curious when conflict appears nearby. A loud argument in public immediately captures attention. A scandal spreads faster than ordinary news, and emotionally charged stories dominate social media algorithms. That's because the human brain is naturally drawn toward emotionally significant information, especially social conflict. To understand why, we need to go back thousands of years to a time when paying attention to social tension could mean survival. Humans evolved in small social groups where relationships determined almost everything. Who you trusted mattered, who disliked you mattered, who held power mattered. A conflict inside the group could affect safety, access to food, reproduction, and survival itself. So the brain evolved to monitor social dynamics constantly. Humans became highly sensitive to status changes, betrayal, conflict, and emotional tension. In other words, drama was information, and information helped humans survive. If two members of your tribe were fighting, ignoring it could be dangerous. You needed to know who was trustworthy, who was angry, and what social shifts were happening around you. Modern drama may look different, but your brain still reacts to it using ancient survival instincts. Drama activates powerful emotional systems inside the brain. Conflict creates anticipation, emotional tension, and unpredictability. And the human brain is highly responsive to unpredictability. When something dramatic happens, the brain releases dopamine, the same neurotransmitter involved in reward and addiction. But here's the strange part. The brain is often more stimulated by anticipation than resolution. This is why humans compulsively refresh social media, follow online drama, watch reality TV, or keep waiting for what happens next. Drama creates unresolved emotional tension, and the brain becomes desperate for closure, which makes dramatic stories incredibly addictive. Humans also have something called a negativity bias. The brain naturally prioritizes negative information over neutral information. From an evolutionary perspective, this makes sense. Ignoring danger could be fatal. Ignoring pleasant information usually wasn't. So the human mind evolved to pay extra attention to threats and conflicts. This is why negative headlines spread faster online and why dramatic stories are often remembered more clearly than peaceful ones. Your brain is constantly scanning for potential danger, even when sitting safely at home scrolling through a phone. One of the oldest forms of human drama is gossip, and surprisingly, gossip may have played a major role in human evolution. Anthropologists believe gossip helped early humans maintain social groups by discussing trust, reputation, and behavior. In many ways, gossip functioned like an ancient information system which helped groups identify dangerous individuals, trustable people, or social threats. Which means humans may not simply enjoy gossip because they are bad, but valuable social information crucial for survival. And today, social media amplifies this instinct on a global scale. Humans are now exposed to more drama in one day than ancient humans experienced in years. Social media didn't create humanity's attraction to drama, it industrialized it. Platforms are designed to maximize attention, and emotionally charged content keeps people engaged longer. Drama and controversy generate reactions, and reactions keep users scrolling. The result is a world where human attention is constantly pulled toward emotional extremes, which may explain why modern life sometimes feels psychologically exhausting. But humans don't just consume drama. Sometimes they create it, because drama can provide attention, stimulation, emotional intensity, or a temporary sense of importance. For some people, calmness feels emotionally empty, and conflict creates excitement. Emotional chaos can become psychologically familiar over time, especially for people raised in stressful environments. The brain adapts to emotional patterns, which means some humans unconsciously recreate drama because it feels normal to them, not because they necessarily enjoy suffering, but because the brain becomes conditioned to emotional intensity. After understanding why some people create drama, the next question is even more important. Why does it pull everyone else in so easily? Because drama is not just social, it's neurological. Every time conflict appears in a social group, your brain treats it like a potential threat. Not because you are in danger physically, but because your ancestors were. For most of human history, social exclusion was a survival risk. Being pushed out of a group could mean no protection, no food, and no future. So the brain evolved to do something very specific. It became hypersensitive to social tension. That's why even when you are not involved in drama, you still feel pulled toward it. It activates the same brain circuits that respond to uncertainty and threat detection. But there's another layer. Drama is also unpredictable, and the brain hates unpredictability. When something is unpredictable, the brain releases more dopamine, not because it feels good, but because it wants closure. It wants to solve the situation. That's why people say things like, I just want to know what happened. I can't stop thinking about it. I need the full story. It's not curiosity alone. It's a reward-seeking loop, and social media makes this even stronger. In real life, drama has limits. You leave the room, it ends. Online, it never ends. New comments, new reactions, new opinions. The brain keeps getting small bursts of emotional stimulation over and over again. This creates something subtle but powerful, a cycle of attention addiction. Even people who dislike drama often find themselves checking updates, replaying conversations, or imagining outcomes. Not because they enjoy chaos, but because their brain is trying to resolve uncertainty. And here's the key link to what comes next. The more time and attention we give to drama, the more it starts to shape how we think, how we react, and even how we interpret neutral situations. Which leads directly into the next part, the hidden cost of drama. But while drama captures attention, constant exposure to it can damage mental well-being. The brain was never designed to process endless outrage and conflict every day. Chronic emotional stimulation can increase stress, anxiety, emotional exhaustion, and social distrust, which is why many people today feel mentally overwhelmed without fully understanding why. Maybe humans are addicted to drama because, deep down, our brains still believe social conflict is essential for survival, just like it was thousands of years ago. And even now, those ancient instincts still shape our behavior. But the strange truth is, the modern world has learned how to weaponize those instincts against us. They pull on ancient parts of the human mind that evolved long before the internet ever existed. Which means humanity's attraction to drama may not simply be weakness. It may be the result of an ancient social brain trying to survive in a world far louder than it was ever designed for.